Hello, everyone. News Channel 3, Chief Meteorologist Keith Thompson here with a Facebook Live update with new information on lake effect snow. And it's looking like that tremendous band of lake effect snow that was pounding away earlier today at Northwest Indiana with 2 feet plus of snow is now going to be taking aim at part of West Michigan. I don't think it's going to be as intense, but I think it's still going to be up there. So we'll give some time for folks to get into the room. You see what we have on the agenda here. I want to say thanks to everybody who's joining in on Facebook and also on YouTube. Hope everybody's evening is off to a good start. I can tell you right now, depending on where you are in West Michigan, you're seeing some of that heavy lake effect snow. Sturgis, Kathy, you won't have to worry about that. You're out of the zone. Matawan, Jaden, you might be more in the zone. Hello to you, Melissa. Thanks for checking in. Freezing in Coldwater. Jeanette, you're right. It's awfully cold there. Sarah, hello to you in Battle Creek. Once we get up to, say, 100 plus in the room, then we'll sort of, there it goes. We just got there. So I'll start moving on with the agenda first, and then we'll get moving. Mike, hey, hello to you. It's been exciting over on this side of the state. Thanks for holding down the east side over there with your Lake Huron snow coming in there, right? Isn't that what you said? It was Lake Huron, or was it coming off of Lake Erie? I think it was Lake Huron on northeast wind. So thanks for that. That was very interesting. You know, you get it too sometimes, right? Maybe not as much, but still. Hello to you, Yvonne. Loving the upcoming forecast with the warmer air. Rigo, I agree with you. Go Lions. Hello to you, Rebecca in Bangor. You're going to be in that zone there. We're going to be watching for some heavy snow possible. Karen, Kalamazoo, I think you're probably going to be out of it, but it's going to be a close call. We're going to go over that with the hour by hour. I think you're going to stay out of it in Kalamazoo. Sturgis in the house, thanks to Carol. Coretta, hello in Albion. Yeah, Michael, a bit rare, but, you know, possible with that northeast wind, right? Gwen, hello. Lana, can we get a break from the snow in Hastings? Yeah, I think so. All right, we're almost up to 200 in the room, so let's get going. Grand Junction, Mary, you're going to be in the middle of it here. You could be getting some here soon. Snow blowed your driveway there today. Ryan and Cole, where's the warm air? It's coming next week. Wait till you see the 7-day. Jerry, good evening to you. I hope you're having a great night as well. Sally and Allegan, thanks for checking in. I was in Allegan earlier today. Beautiful snow there. Melody, hello. And Stephanie, hello in Battle Creek. All right, I'm going to step away from the roll call just a little bit. Donald, I'll get you in there as we're up to 200 plus now in the room. There you see what we have on the agenda. A lake effect update because a new warning just issued from the National Weather Service. Cass County, where you were under a winter weather advisory, it is now a winter storm warning. And that basically means that the likelihood of heavy snow in excess of 6 inches is the confidence in that is now rising. And in fact, from the National Weather Service coming out with that winter storm warning for Cass County, they're looking at the potential there for up to a foot of snow. Similar story, by the way, in the advisory area, which is Allegan and Van Buren counties. And I believe that eventually we're probably going to see that bumped up to a warning. It just depends. They're monitoring that band, and depends on how much it's going to turn and sort of move into those counties overnight, and as to whether there's going to be a warning issued for there. Weedman in the house. Monica, hello to you, and hello to the Weedman Lions Club, by the way. At Wheatland every year, they have some great pancakes on a stick. Linda in Lawton. Oh my gosh, Coretta, you're having a granddaughter tomorrow. It's going to be a great day no matter what. Coretta, and congratulations from all of us here in the Facebook community. We're getting close to 300 in the room, so I'm going to move on. A cold weekend and then turning warmer next week. All right, here's the latest. This is new. Okay, this is new. The winter storm warning for Berrien County is not new. That's been going since last night, 10 o'clock. And now the winter storm warning has been extended over to Cass County. That's the county to the right or to the east of Berrien, Dowagiac, Marcellus, Cassopolis. And now that has been added. The Berrien County winter storm warning at the present time goes until 1 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow. The Cass County warning for now goes until 7 o'clock in the evening for tomorrow. Now let's get to the advisories. Okay, by the way, up to 8 inches of snow possible. It could be more. Travel impacts, snow-covered roads. So keep that in mind if you're going to be traveling those roadways overnight or during the day tomorrow. I don't think there's going to be necessarily a lot of wind with this. So this isn't, we're not talking about, there could be a little bit of wind with it in the afternoon. So some blowing snow is possible, but I think this is just going to basically just be a snow dump. And so there's going to be some snow-covered roads as well. Kaylee, I think you're out of it there in Battle Creek. I don't think you have to worry about it. The same for you, Barb. Thanks for reporting in from Colin in the house. Nate, hello to you. And Ron, Niles, oh, yeah, getting hammered right now. Right now, Niles, you're just getting waylaid there. I noticed that, in fact, I just saw a report from the Weather Service there. You're sitting on 6 inches of snow, and a lot of that fell just in the last couple of hours. All right, so there's the latest on the winter storm warning. Here's the latest with the winter weather advisory. Winter weather advisory. You see that we've got up to 12 inches possible here in the winter weather advisory. And you might be thinking, well, that's a lot for an advisory, and it is. I do believe if it starts to materialize, the Weather Service in Grand Rapids, which is in charge of issuing these advisories and warnings, have their finger on the trigger to make that into a winter storm warning. That's Van Buren and Allegan counties, and then moving up north of Muskegon County up to Oceana County, and then north of that as well, up into Mason County. So looking at the potential for lake effect snow here with some hazardous travel possible, some snow-covered roads, a possibility here. And I got to tell you again, with this winter weather advisory, I would not be surprised. By the way, these two counties under the winter weather advisory on up to Oceana, Mason counties, we're talking about until 10 o'clock Saturday night. Until 10 o'clock Saturday night. Mike, happy Friday to you too. Appreciate it. No, Joseph, Sturgis, you're way out of the mix on this. Well, I wouldn't say way out of the mix, but you're out of the mix on this. You're out of the mix on this. So you don't have to worry about it for now. But I would stay tuned. If you're in St. Joe County, stay tuned. But I don't think that you're going to be participating in the festivities, if you will. But I would stay tuned. Tiffany and Kentwood, always good to see you. Thanks very much. Chris, just when we had the roads all cleaned up today. Yeah. Well, you know, your friends down there in IDOT there, Indiana DOT, they had a rough go of it, right? All right, let's get right to what's going on here. Let me check out these just insane snowfall totals. This is just since midnight. And a few of these reports are a few hours old. And so the numbers are probably higher. This is just since midnight. Pine Lake, a lot of these are in LaPorte County. Pine Lake, 28 inches of snow. That is just today. LaPorte, 25 inches just today. Waterford picked up that 24 inches in 9.5 hours. 9.5 hours. That is almost a 3-inch per hour snow rate consistently for 9 hours. And you know there had to be some times there where it was coming down at 3 inches per hour and maybe even greater. You know, we talk about Buffalo as being the headquarters of that type of lake effect snow. And it is. But when the north wind comes all the way down, that is a long fetch, and it's a north cold wind, and a few other parameters are in place like they were today. And you've got that super long fetch going from the tip of Lake Michigan all the way down to the south end. That is like a snow fire hose. And that's what dumped in northwest Indiana today. Panola, 24 inches. Michigan City at Blue Chip Casino. Some folks there might be snowed in. You might have to gamble some more. 22.8 inches. And by the way, that was at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Okay, that was at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Haven't heard from them since. Union Mills at 22 inches. Just insane snow totals. You're safe there, Jerry, in Three Rivers, but I would say stay tuned. You're going to be close enough. I don't think you're going to get into it, but many in your family planning a convoy from Kalamazoo to Middlebury tomorrow evening. Tomorrow night, you should be all right, Austin. You should be all right, but I would pay attention. All right, look, here it is. There it is right now. We're looking at it. I'm going to minimize myself there so that we can make this picture bigger because this is what we want to see. This snow is still heavy, okay? Now, the pattern that we saw with these vortices in the radar return, as we go back 12 hours with this, and you see how it looks like things are just spinning? I got to tell you, I don't remember ever seeing that kind of pattern with these lake effect snow showers, nor do I remember, but I forget a lot, but nor do I remember seeing, for example, 24 inches of snow in northwest Indiana, which I know can get some heavy-duty snow when the wind is right. But 24 inches of snow in 9.5 hours, I don't recall ever seeing it. Doesn't mean it hasn't happened, but I just don't remember. Corrine, hello to you. Trenton, hello. Thanks for all the snow. Let's see. Robert, Hartford, in the house. Pay attention, buddy. You are in that winter weather advisory zone. But you see where the snow is right now. And you can see it there cutting now into Benton Harbor, Stevensville, St. Joe area, Dowagiac, into Cass County. It's going to start building there. Niles, that report from Niles coming down hard there right now with 6 inches already on the ground, and that only in a few hours. I'm doing great. Mike, talking to Mike Lewis. Sorry about that. Cheryl, hello to you. You're very welcome. Thanks. Galeen, you're going to be probably getting several inches here because you're in the heart of it there in Berrien County. Remember, if you're in Berrien County, if you're in Cass County, you're under a winter storm warning now, and that goes through tomorrow, 1 o'clock in the afternoon for Berrien County and 10 o'clock tomorrow night, I believe it is, for Cass County. Let me get back to that. And I just want to confirm that. Hold on just a moment. I want to confirm it. 7 p.m., I'm sorry, for Cass County, 7 p.m. So let me cycle back through my maps here, and we're going to get back to that radar. Canceled your trip for Chicago tomorrow because the toll road's back up. Marissa, that's a good plan. I don't know if you saw, I posted a picture on my Twitter account and my Facebook account that I took from the MDOT camera. Chris, thinking about you. From the MDOT camera at mile marker 23.5, which is just to the east, about a half mile east of the St. Joseph exit. Eastbound I-94 blocked, stopped up because of an accident and snowing like crazy. Who wants to be out there in that? Mike, I don't know about Ben. I'm pretty sure he's staying warm. I know that I am. It's missing Allegan County for now, Terry, but that might change. Yeah, I do think, Justin, that it could drift into central Allegan County. In fact, let's get to our model here, okay? You see what's going on. We showed you the snow. Let's get to our hour by hour. Got a little bit of a closer view of it there. I think we've seen enough of it. All right, here's our hour by hour. Starting at the current time, and it's initializing pretty well. Remember, that's something we talk about here on Facebook Live. It's initializing pretty well. Sarah, hey, hello to you. If you're heading to Chicago tomorrow, I would just, it's going to be, it could be tricky. It could be tricky. I don't think it's going to be as intense as what we saw today, but I do think that it's going to cause some problems. There could be some travel headaches for sure. So let's go hour by hour. It's initializing well, meaning that here we are looking at the current time, and it's got a pretty good handle on what's going on. So now we're going to roll our clock forward. Now, I want you to notice that snow band actually regresses, if you will, just a little bit, moves off to the west just a little bit. By the way, aiming more snow at LaPorte County. And then now watch, and now you can see it starting to move back in. So 7 a.m. here, it's been pretty consistent here, showing it from South Haven inland, let's say to Bangor there, and then along I-94, and then between 7 a.m. and I believe I stop it at about noon. Now we pick up some more of these snow bands. Look, I want to stress those wild snow totals that we are seeing now coming in from northern Indiana, northwest Indiana. I don't think that we're going to see anything like that, but we could see several inches of snow west of US 131. We're talking about the snow belt, and mainly really south of, let's say, Holland. Okay, so if you were to go the Allegan County line, northern Allegan County line, the north boundary where it bounds Ottawa County and Kent County to 131, and then cut straight down, that little slice is where I think we need to be on guard. And so that also means it's a good idea to download our free weather app and check it out before you hit the road and see where those snow bands are. Now, this will all relax tomorrow night, but tomorrow afternoon, still going, but tomorrow night, it will relax and things will actually start to improve for us with some sunshine eventually coming up. Allegan, hello to you. Holly. Chris, 160 hours in 2 weeks and almost 3 weeks without a day off. Whoa. Props to the MDOT people. For those who don't know, Chris is our resident MDOT driver in the big orange truck, and he's been putting in a lot of hours along with his peers. So props to them. Please give them plenty of room. You know, they got to be tired out there too. So let them do their work. And boy, especially, Chris has got that western Van Buren County down into Berrien County, and that's where it is a mess. And it's going to continue to be a mess, by the way, working forward. Okay, so I just want to go backward again. Let me see if it'll let me do this. There's the radar showing you where the snow is right now. And that's that heavy band. And I want to go through the hour by hour again. Right now over Berrien County, Our model here, oh, excuse me, let me go back. Our model here showing it sliding to the west just a little bit. So maybe a little bit of a break, in the snowfall, although it's going to be moving then in northern Indiana again. But then it's going to come back in here tomorrow morning and into the afternoon. And that's why the National Weather Service is out with that winter weather advisory. It's now a winter storm warning for Cass and Berrien County. And we're on the lookout here. We're on guard for it to change to a warning, perhaps in Van Buren County and Allegan County as well. Hello to you, Cleo Orlo. Looking at the GFS model Tuesday, early morning. Yeah. Hey, next week on Tuesday, we're going to be looking at maybe a wintry mix. That'll be more of a possible freezing rain event for Tuesday morning. Mike, thanks very much. I appreciate it very much. Barb clients flying out of Chicago tomorrow. They left early today to miss it. I don't think the airport tomorrow in Chicago will be fun. There's no problem with the airport tomorrow in Chicago. Good to go. Same for Detroit, by the way, and really same for GR and Kalamazoo too. But no problems with the area airports. It's getting to the airport in Chicago that's a problem. If they're already there, that's pretty good. Mike, weather in Michigan a little bit chilly, and for some folks a little bit snowy. Let's see. Craig, Kalamazoo, west side of Kalamazoo could get a few inches. East side, let's say east of 131. I just don't think this is going to be really much of a story. I don't think it's going to be much of a story. Right now, the temperatures area-wide are in the mid to upper teens. Wind chills are a little bit colder, but, the wind hasn't been much of an issue over the last couple of days, thankfully. I'm all right with that. Marty checking in from Denver. Thank you so much. ML Avenue in Kalamazoo. Hello, Robin. Thank you for checking in. And Marty, thanks for being here from the Mile High City. I hope it's getting a little bit warmer. I know earlier in the week it was very cold for you, even colder than it was here, although we got awfully cold too. How much snow for Fremont? I don't think you're going to see a lot, Melissa. Maybe not even any accumulation there in Fremont. Probably not. So I think you're looking good. No problem there. Plainwell, on the border. Maybe some light to moderate accums, meaning like maybe in the 2 to 4 inch range. It just depends on how much that snow band turns and what you're going to be seeing there as far as those bands. Some of this stuff, this is what makes the lake effect a little bit of a wild card. And that is, where are the most intense bands going to be? How long are they going to be there? And where are they going to be setting up? Get this, today, I just checked in right before I hit Facebook and YouTube here. South Bend, which I did a little mileage thing. South Bend is 30-ish miles from LaPorte, okay? For example, there's Pine Lake, 30-ish miles. South Bend has 6 inches, LaPorte with 25. So you go 30 miles, and you go from 25 inches today to 6 inches today. So you get the idea there. Bloomingdale, running out of room to put it. You're probably going to get a little bit more there in the heart of Van Buren County. Stay with us on that. We'll keep you up to speed. Sturgis, you got some snow coming down right now. That's interesting. Let's get right to that real quick. We'll take a look at it. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. You've got that snow there. That's sort of an offshoot from that main band that's cutting down. But you got a little lake enhancement going there. Thank you very much, Candace. I appreciate it. Hello in Battle Creek, Decatur. Probably, again, we're going to be looking for that overnight and tomorrow morning. I think Van Buren County and Allegan County, you're going to be able to see, you're going to get what you're going to get. Now, Allegan, I don't want to be too fine with it, but I would say if you cut M40, which pretty much cuts up through the middle of the county there, running from Paw Paw all the way up to Allegan, I would say if you're east of that, in Allegan County, probably not as much of a problem. That would include Otsego and Plainwell. I'm talking about heavier snow. West of that, I think you might get a little bit more. But hey, that's really cutting it fine, and that might be dangerous there to do. Patty, hello to you. Thanks for the thanks. Anthony, snowing in BC. Got a little bit of light snow going there. Carol, snow and ice in Houston earlier this week. That chill plunged way south. Okay, so I just want to go over again, take a look one more time at our advisory and our warnings because they have updated. So let's go back first of all to the winter storm warning. There it is. And again, that's what's changed Okay, Lynn, thanks for that report. Appreciate it. Sean, have a great night. I hope you do too. Go Bulls, Renee. Could see a few inches overnight, several inches possible through Saturday evening. And stay tuned on that. That could change. Chris, what was I supposed to message you about? I'm so bad. If it was about that winter storm last week, my peeps in the newsroom just said that probably we didn't want to. First of all, we didn't want to be a distraction, and so we just didn't do that. That's what we're talking about there. I think I'm so forgetful. Brenda, Kalamazoo again, west side could see a couple of 3, 4, 5 inches during the day tomorrow. Just depends on where those bands set up. East side, I don't think it's as much of a threat, but stay with us. You are right, Randy, and a good job quoting Forrest Gump there. Really cold all around. By the way, that's another story. We're going back into the deep freeze. You're very welcome, Renee. Thanks for the thanks. We're going back into the deep freeze with those low temperatures tonight that will be flirting with zero. Ron, you're seeing already -4. That's going to be really cold. But this tonight is where we're going to sort of bottom out. We're going to stay cold tomorrow. We're going to stay cold Sunday. And then we start that big warm up. That's coming up in the 7-day. You saw the warnings there. New warning for Cass County. It was an advisory. Now it's a winter storm warning. That means the confidence in 6+ inches of snow is growing. And winter weather advisory continuing, but there could be up to a foot depending on where those bands set up. This goes until 10 o'clock tomorrow night for Allegan and Van Buren counties. We're just going to have to wait and see. If that band that I was just showing you a moment or two ago, if that band starts to turn, let me get past this graphic here, and we'll get to the next one. If that snow that you see right now that's just starting to turn, see how it's starting to turn a little bit? If during the morning tomorrow and afternoon, if we start to see that moving up into Van Buren and Allegan County some, I wouldn't be surprised to see that starting to change, but we'll have to see on that. Kalamazoo, west side, maybe some. A few inches possible. East side, not likely to see much. You know what? I've got to work on those, Chad. We need to work on those if you're talking about the ones on our website. Actually, I have a meeting scheduled with my boss to go over that. So I hope that's helpful there. Eli's ready for Dad to be home. I'm sure that Dad's been gone quite a lot. I think you said 160 hours over the last 3 weeks. And a lot of days straight. That's for Chris, our MDOT driver. So remember those MDOT trucks, those County Road Commission trucks, those men and women are working really hard. And that's stressful. You know how stressful it is for you to be out there driving and that stuff. So help them out by giving them plenty of room. Don't crowd them and don't rush. Okay. I'm sorry. Let me get to the 7-day here and then I'll quit preaching. I think the 7-day is my next graphic. There it is. All right. Let's talk warm up. John in Manistee had some sun today. Now you got 6 degrees. 6 degrees. You might be seeing some of that snow too. You're very welcome, Chad. Thanks for the thanks. Here's our 7-day. I got to tell you this. Once we get to tomorrow night and we can get this lake effect snow thing out of our hair, which it will be late tomorrow night, then we're setting sail for some cold temperatures on Sunday, but we'll see some sun. So that's a silver lining in our cloud. And then we start that warm up that's going to go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Look at that. Wednesday, Thursday, we're up around 40. That's the good news. The bad news is it's going to be gloomy. We're going back under the permacloud there for a while. And also Monday night into Tuesday morning, I think we could be dealing with some freezing rain. And so Tuesday morning's commute could be dicey. Tuesday morning, put a bug in your ear. We'll keep you up to speed over the weekend on that. And of course, I'll be back here next week, Monday, checking in on that so that we'll be ready to go by Tuesday morning. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I don't think we have to worry about any wintry precipitation. That's good news. But it is going to be gloomy with some rain. And there's going to be a lot of snow melt, by the way. And we've got a lot of snow to melt. And on top of that, there could be some ice jams on some of the rivers, and that could cause some flooding too. So that's our next dilemma for next week. Got to love winter around here, right? Palm Harbor, whoa, low of 40 tomorrow and 30s on Sunday. Still warmer than your Three Rivers last week. You're very welcome, Jan, and thanks for checking in from the Sunshine State down there, Palm Harbor. I think you're over on the West Coast, right? The Gulf Coast over there. I actually believe one of my sisters used to live in Palm Harbor, if I recall correctly. I believe you're north of Tampa. Anyway, if I'm right, then that's awfully cold for down there. You can't handle that cold down there. William, for the west side, there could be a few inches of snow. I think the east side, not so much. Pam, hello to you in Battle Creek. Yeah, it's going to be warmer next week, especially with side roads and back roads, especially next week, could be dicey for sure. And Mike, you're very welcome again. All right, everybody, I'm going to skate on out of here. Thanks for being here for this report. I always appreciate everybody for joining in, and I love to see the names popping through and to hear what you've got going on. I love the interaction. So I'll be live at 10 on Arc West, Michigan, and then live at 11 on News Channel 3. We'll have an update, of course, if anything new comes up with those advisory counties. We're talking about primarily Van Buren, Allegan, Oceana counties. We'll let you know. We'll have the latest forecast updates. Tomorrow morning, my good buddy Colin Rogers will be here with live updates. That'll be, oops, we didn't mean to go there. I didn't mean to hit that space bar for that. We'll be looking at live reports tomorrow morning with Colin. That is from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Will Haney in the saddle tomorrow for News Channel 3 live at 6, 10 and 11 tomorrow night. And I'll be checking in on my Facebook page from time to time too. Jan, Tampa area, lots of football talk this week. Well, there's lots of football talk up here too, and we're not talking about the Bucks. So I hope you're wearing your Lions Honolulu blue down there, but be careful if you do. William, Oakwood neighborhood roads stink. I can see that. Side roads, smaller roads are tough. They're still tough because it's so cold. All right, everybody. So that's pretty much what we got going on. Don't forget, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Weatherman Keith, all lowercase, all one word. And also on Threads, I'm the same. April, thanks for the thanks. Appreciate it. And also don't forget on Facebook, you can follow me too. So Twitter, Instagram, Threads at Weatherman Keith, and then also on Facebook, WWMT's Keith Thompson. Have a good night, everybody. We made it to the weekend. Now if we can just make it through all this snow in the colder air. It's going to be cold this weekend, but our reward next week is a big warm-up. So stay safe. Let's get some good rest, and I'll be checking in from time to time over the weekend. Watch for my posts, and I hope to interact with you again. Thanks again for being here, and good night.